to my channel. For those of you who don't know, my name is Beth and I post weekly vlogs of my life with my baby girl Robin. Today's video is going to be all about Robin. I was hoping I could just film by myself and then bring her in at the end, but she is just crying in her playpen, so she's going to be here throughout the duration. So here she is. I haven't done, well, the only other update video I've really filmed for her was just after she was born. So I will have that linked in the description if you fancy watching that, because it just gives sort of like a lowdown on her cow's milk allergy, and she was also having some physiotherapy and stuff, which is all cleared up and stuff. But I just thought it'd be nice to make an update video for me to look back on, because I haven't really felt the need to do one because I vlog almost every day of my life, so obviously subscribers get to see what's going on really regularly. But yeah, I thought it'd be nice for me to look back on. So, bottles, her milk, she is on Aptamil Pepti. She was on, I don't know how you pronounce it, Nutrimygen. There was a whole drama. There was like a supply shortage, so we switched to Aptamil Pepti. Pepti, I don't know how you say it. And she gets on a lot better with that one. She has 5 6-ounce bottles a day. She doesn't always drink all of them. Maybe like her lunchtime bottle she'll leave like 2 ounces because she's not long eaten some food. But yeah, generally she has 5 6-ounce bottles a day. She doesn't have any bottles throughout the night. She sleeps through the night. We did have the worst sleep regression known to man when she was 7 months, just about to turn 8 months, and now she has come out of it just before she's turning 9 months. So it was very, very long, very, very difficult, but we're finally out of that. So no bottles throughout the night. I've got notes written down here, so if I'm looking down it's because I've got notes. And my next note is no teeth. But literally today, as she was eating her lunch, I saw... So basically, her bottom 2 teeth have been kind of visible from birth. Like there's just 2 like kind of, I don't know how to describe them, like buds, I guess you could say. But they've been visible from birth, so I've not really taken much notice of them, to be honest. And people ask me all the time, like, has she got teeth yet? Has she got teeth yet? I'm like, no. And to be honest, I don't feel like, when she's teething, I'm never really sure if she's actually teething. She just kind of gets irritable. She doesn't have a lot of the other teething signs, but she has been very difficult, I feel like, the past week or so. And today it just makes sense because I've seen a tooth that has come through, and I felt it with my finger. It's very sharp, so it's definitely her tooth that's come through. And I'm so happy, I'm not joking, I could actually cry, like I'm so happy. I think it's because I see a lot of babies on Instagram who are like her age or younger, and they are crawling, they've got teeth, they're trying to stand, they can stand if they're supported, and I'm just like, my baby swallows her own sick. So food, she has 2 meals a day. She has breakfast, which is usually just fruit puree or Weetabix or porridge, and then lunchtime is usually more fun. So for example, today she had half of a bagel, and then I halved that half, if that makes sense. And one side was jam, the other side was peanut butter. She loves anything on toast, like peanut butter on toast, jam on toast. I found a really good milk-free, garlicky, soft cheese that I put on toast, and I also use that to make a pasta sauce. She has fish fingers, vegan sausages. Because she is milk-free, she does tend to just sort of naturally eat a lot of vegan products. That's not something I'm like deliberately trying to do or anything. Yeah, she really gives anything a go when it comes to food. I'm finding at the beginning of weaning, she was preferring baby-led, like feeding herself normal foods. Thanks. This is why I wanted to film by myself. But now she's a bit older, I'm finding that she's actually enjoying pureed food more because she can actually swallow it, so she can actually eat it. because obviously she can't chew or anything. So given her normal foods, she just sort of sucks it until it either breaks or sort of dissolves. But purees she can actually just eat spoonfuls, so she's really enjoying that. Crawling is a question I get asked a lot at the minute. She is not crawling. I don't feel she's really trying to crawl either. She does enjoy being on her tummy. Sometimes she'll sort of wriggle her bum as if she's maybe trying to get up, but really nowhere near close to crawling at all. Words. Okay, so her first word was mama, but she doesn't say mama, she says mum. That was her first word, and I believe she started saying that at 6 months. She's been talking for quite a while now. So it's mum, and then on to dada. Dada is her favourite word. She doesn't say mum anymore. She is all about dada, and she has actually learnt that dada means Jamie, obviously my partner, and she's really going to town with my hair. It's because I never wear my hair down, so she is just like... That's another thing actually, she is obsessed with my hair. Every morning when I brush my hair and put it in a bun, she laughs her head off. She thinks it's so funny. So yeah, I've always got my hair in a bun, so the fact that I've got it down right now, I think she's like in absolute heaven. Oh, on about hair, let's talk about her hair. We are having to tie her hair up now every day. Her hair is super long. She was born with like a head full of hair. This is really not feeling nice now. As you can see, it is super long. Even tied up, she still has a little fringe. But yeah, her fringe was just like, it's like down to the bottom of her nose. And I don't really want to cut her hair. It's so pretty. Clips don't stay in, so yeah, it's having to be tied up, little pineapple style, every day. Personality-wise, I could talk for hours about your personality, Mush. She is, I'm not saying this to be like, I don't know, mean or negative, but she is such a stroppy baby. I feel like our families wouldn't really agree with that statement, but that's because when we are out, she is like an angel child. You can forget that you've got her because she is just so quiet. But at home, she is very stroppy, very sassy. She has learnt now that she can throw things. So when she throws a tantrum, she's starting then. She started to have a kick off. She'll throw toys on the floor and then she'll cry because she hasn't got that toy anymore. Food, oh my god, throwing food is really starting to grind my gears. She'll start getting all stroppy and she'll just throw her food from her high chair. Yeah, she's very sassy child. I don't know where she gets it from. She's not really too keen on people. Again, don't know where she gets it from. But no, like, she just stares people down, like especially strangers. And then there are a couple of family members that she just cries, like she just cries if they try and pick her up and stuff, like my dad. She always cries. It takes her a long time to feel like comfortable for some reason. And actually someone said to us a little while ago, because we mentioned it to them and they are kind of like a professional, he said that it is good that she does that because it means she has her preferred carers, which is obviously me and Jamie. He said it's more concerning if she's just happy to go off and be cuddled and picked up by literally anyone. So even though it's not nice for like family and friends, it is a good thing because it means she knows that her mum and dad are the ones who should be looking after her. Thanks. She loves this photo of Jamie that is on the wall in the living room. I have like a whole gallery wall. It's covered in all different pictures, and there's this one picture of me and Jamie. It's a selfie that we took like a couple of years ago, and she's obsessed with it. Every time we walk past it, she's got to reach out and touch it. And even if he's in the room, she would much rather prefer to touch his picture than actually just see him in real life. She loves her brothers. It's something I was saying to Jamie, like, her brothers, like, sometimes they'll get in her face, you know, trying to talk to her and stuff, in a nice way. They're never, like, rough with her or anything. They're so good with her, both of them. But I said to Jamie, like, don't you think it's funny how she loves it when they do that to her? But say one of our family members went up in her face like that, she would kick off. She would not like it. But her brothers, she does not mind them getting like right in her face, or like, right, can you stop, please? You're hurting mama. Yeah, she just loves her brothers, especially Riley. And I think that's just because she sees Riley more. We have him more often than we do Harvey. And she's gotten so used to having Riley sat in the car with her that now I find when I'm on my own in the week, she really does not like to be in the car for that long because she is on her own and she doesn't like it. What else have we got? Oh, she's going through a phase at the minute of being scared of animals. There's quite a lot of pets in both mine and Jamie's families. His mum and his nan have cats. My mum has dogs. My dad has dogs, and then also I have a dog, but she lives at my grandma's. What can I give you? Oh, what about makeup brush? You can have a makeup brush. Nice. Oh, pretty. Yeah, and she's just going through a phase where she's scared of animals, really. And I don't know why, because she's never had a bad experience with any animal. So I'm not quite sure what that is about. I'd say she's probably best with my dog, which is quite funny because obviously she doesn't know that that's my dog. So it's funny that that's the animal she's most comfortable with. Yeah, but I think it's because my dog is very chill and she just really doesn't take any notice of Robin. She's just like so obsessed with me because obviously she doesn't live with me anymore. It's a long story. She lives with a family member. So when I go to see her, she's just like so obsessed with me. She doesn't even take any notice of Robin. So I think that that's good for Robin, that because obviously some animals do take an interest in her, and that just frightens her even more. Her cow's milk allergy. So she is still allergic to cow's milk. We tested her at... We started the milk ladder when she was 6 months. And I think it went on until she was... I can't remember how long we did it. I think we started at 6 months and it sort of went into 7 months. But we were taking it very, very slow. But she did fail at step 2. But now I'm kind of wondering, did she fail? Because that was when her sleep regression started and we thought she'd stopped sleeping through the night because of the milk ladder. But then the regression just carried on and on and on. So now I'm sort of like, oh, did she actually fail? But we will be retesting at 13 months because you have to wait 6 months to retest again. I have a good feeling about it. I don't know. I've had a good feeling the first time round and she failed, but for some reason I've still got a good feeling that she is going to pass. And she passed the first stage, so at least I know she can tolerate some milk. So maybe this time she'll be able to pass step 2 or something. I don't know. It might be a long, long process. It might be she might be 2 by the time she can pass the whole ladder, but I don't know. I've just got a good feeling about it, so I'm going to remain positive. Sort of alongside cow's milk allergy, one of her symptoms was eczema, and it's something we've been battling recently. I think the hot weather is not really helping things. She's just closed the book with all my notes in, so that's really handy. Okay, you're gonna hold it, don't drop it. So she had a dribble rash in her neck, I think, because I was unsure whether she was teething or not, and then she developed like this dribble rash in her neck, and I was like, I guess she is teething. I could not get rid of it, so I took her to the doctors, and she said it was eczema. So then she prescribed me like steroid cream, and I was like, fair enough, she does suffer from eczema, so that kind of makes sense. We were battling it for a long, long time, and then I've recently took her back to the doctors and saw someone else, and she thinks it's a fungal infection from the dribble rash. So I've been putting some fungal cream on it and it has cleared it up. So I'm hoping that this is the end of the neck rash. However, because obviously it was itching her, she has learnt to scratch in her neck. And she has always been a scratcher from like almost birth. It's a real comfort thing for her. She used to be really bad with her head, scratching her head until it literally would be bleeding and she'd still keep going. It's just like something she does when she's tired. It's a comfort thing. So now I think doing the neck has become a comfort thing for her, which is really not helping because I'm obviously trying to get rid of it and heal it all up, and she's just not letting that happen. Okay, clothing. So she is still in 6 to 9 months clothing at the minute. She's still technically 8 months when I'm filming this, but she will be 9 months when I upload it. I can't see her going into 9 months clothing as soon as she turns 9 months. She usually takes like a month to go up, if that makes sense. So she went into 6 to 9 months clothing when she was 7 months, if that makes sense. Although, on the other hand, she is gaining weight. She was a very small baby. She was 6'6" when she was born, but she lost a fair bit of weight and she dropped down to 5'12". So it was always very drilled into us from birth with her that she has to feed every 3 hours. Like, putting on weight is super important regarding Robin, obviously regarding any baby. But we were almost admitted back into hospital because of her weight loss. So weight's kind of always been a big thing. She's always been on the small side. Like, she didn't go into 0 to 3 clothes until she was 3 months. Like, it takes her a long time to grow into clothes. But I feel like the past 2 months she has just like changed into a different baby. She's so chunky. I weigh her myself. I don't go to like clinics or anything. Just a personal preference. I weigh her myself. And she's been gaining perfectly along her little line. However, the last time I weighed her, she had jumped up a little bit and I was just a bit taken aback. So I didn't plot it in the graph. I left it a couple of days and I weighed her again, but it was the same result. So yeah, it's not a concern that she's gained weight. I guess it's a good thing, really. I'm just really surprised. I guess it's got to be down to the fact that she's eating food. So yeah, she's a chunker now, I tell you. Drinking. So as soon as I started the weaning process, I also tried offering her water in, you know, like sippy cups and stuff. And she just couldn't really get the hang of any of them. She certainly would not let me help her. She would kick off if I tried to put it to her lips. I saw a lot of people online saying that the 360 cups are like the best to use. So I bought one. Well, I had one, but it didn't have the little handles on. So I bought one with handles on. Still, she just couldn't get the hang of it at all. And I know it's not really a big deal, but because we've been having hot weather, I'd like her to be able to drink water, especially if we're out and about. One day I was feeding her lunch and it was something with like breadcrumbs on. So I think she got a little bit stuck in her throat. So I just quickly got her cup, filled it with water, and I didn't put the lid on. So just like, you know, a normal cup / glass. And I offered it to her and she just sat and drank of it like a little lady, as if she'd been drinking out of cups her whole life. So she will sit and drink out of a cup perfectly and she really likes it. She really enjoys it. But if you put a lid on it, she can't do it. But she's got to do things her own way. I might put you on the bed because this is getting hard work now. I can't sit on the bed. I've got to film a video. Hey? So, TV shows. Yes, I am a bad mum and I let my baby sit and watch TV. She watches TV in the morning, like first thing when we get up, because she's still obviously tired, so she does sit and watch her cartoons. She has got certain cartoons that she likes more than others, which is crazy to me. I don't know what she's doing. Safari, if you don't know what that is, it's a cartoon about a lot of jungle animals, but they're kind of all different. Like, the elephant's got zebra stripes, the giraffe looks like a peacock, the lion has flamingo feathers as a mane, that kind of thing. It's to celebrate diversity. I think that's the whole point of it. That's her favourite. She likes PJ Masks. So the channel that we watch this on is called Tiny Pop, and they do a birthday song like 3 times a day. You know, where you send in pictures of your kid on their birthday. And yeah, there's this birthday song and she absolutely loves it. She loves the birthday song. There's also a couple of adverts she likes. The voucher advert where they use the song, oh my god, how does the song go? Things that make you go wow. Things that make you go wow. See, she stopped because I'm singing that song. There's also an advert that started playing recently, about a holiday resort village thing. and for some reason every time that comes on she'll stop and she'll like watch the TV. I don't know why, because it's not got a song or it's not animated or anything. Something about that advert she just really likes. Maybe she's trying to drop a hint she wants to go there for holiday, I don't know. I don't know what to say other than she's just like the best thing ever, and I don't actually know how we were living life without her. She's just such a she's such a like missing puzzle piece that's obviously sort of completed the puzzle for me. I forgot to say, hang on. So she has recently learnt to clap and wave. She's literally learnt both of those in like the past week. She's not going to do it now if I ask her, but she can do it on demand. She is really done, so I'm going to end off this video here. If you like this video, then please do subscribe. You can also follow me on Instagram at BethBevan111, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!